Mission files are very important to a working campaign. Not only does it allow the maps to flow properly, but it also allows the director to know which maps are started after another, and also allows the spawn of special boss infected, such as the Witch and Tank. The mission files basically pull all of your separate resources together to make the familiar campaign that we all know and love. The mission files do a fantastic job of telling you what all the separate attributes do, so let's just quickly review all of them. Start out, the name of our campaign is Noesis. And here we have our version number, which is 4. The add-on campaign author is myself. The website for download is noesisinteractive.com. Here we have the display title and the description. The VMT file. The outro image, which is the outro title _ Noesis. You don't have to put the file type in there. And here we have our poster. And here we have our poster image, which is FN poster. The poster title and tagline aren't very important because we're not using them. However, these coordinates are very important. And this is where we go back to the Left 4 Dead mods coordinates tool, and we just copy and paste in. You have to format it so it's the same as it was before, or else it won't work properly. In our tutorial campaign, there are 2 different game modes, cooperative and versus. By setting these up properly, it allows the director to again spawn the special boss infected through our campaign. The 2 modes that we have are cooperative, which is Coop. And here we have map 1, which is Left 4 Dead Noesis 1. That's the map name, so it knows which one to load. The display name is entrance, so when we start up our game it'll say entrance. The image is Left 4 Dead Noesis 1, and that's the texture file. Let me show you how to find those. You go into your materials, VGUI, go into your maps, and here are the texture files. And remember, they're the little thumbnails. And here's map 1. And here's map 2. Again, the name of which is facility. And map 3, we have the rooftop finale. The second game mode is our versus. And since we use the info game mode, we're going to be using the exact same maps. However, if you want something like a different map for versus, this is where you can put it in. And once we have that done and saved, we'll have our working campaign. It's a good idea to test your campaign a few times to make sure you're not missing any necessary game files. Purple checkerboard textures on your poster or custom VGUI textures means that they're improperly set up. The same goes for your proper load order of your maps or other generic errors. If you have any problems of your own, simply review the included game files, or I'll show you how to get to Valve's wiki really fast. So let's load up Left 4 Dead, go to add-ons, and here's Fort Noesis, and all of the necessary information's there. Let's go to play single player, go to add-ons, Fort Noesis, here it is, all the information's there. And when we go to the chapter, you can see the thumbnails, so we know it's set up properly. Now let's take a moment to review Valve's wiki, which has some helpful tutorials and stuff. So let's go back to the Getting Started guide. Now on the main page, Here we have the Left 4 Dead level basics tutorial, the Left 4 Dead level creation, and the campaign add-on tutorial. The basics tutorial basically covers all the stuff that you learned through this tutorial, through Noesis Interactive. So it basically goes over everything. The level creation has some extra questions you might have. And then finally the add-on tutorial. This basically covers everything which I've taught you in this portion of the tutorial. How to set up your final game files. Now that we have our working campaign, let's go ahead and VPK it. VPK allows custom campaign developers to make an easy single file system for distribution. This will guarantee everyone who plays your campaign that they have the right files and it's easy to set up. It's the exact same as the folder structure, but it's much more clean and it's much easier to just dump one file than a bunch of folders. Like before, creating a VPK is easy, but it has its limitations. Super large campaigns over 800 megabytes tend to crash VPK and will force you to distribute the campaigns via folder structures instead. And to do that, you go into your bin, and you see here VPK. What you do is you just take your Noesis folder that's in your add-ons and you just drag and drop it on top of that VPK. And what will appear is this file right here. And you just give it a second. And now you have your VPK, and that's it. Once this is done, you're ready to distribute your campaign. There are numerous ways to do this, which I won't cover in the tutorial, but simply zip it and upload it to the internet somewhere. So you've reached the end of your tutorial, and now you're ready to create your own custom Left 4 Dead campaign. Look for more tutorials from Noesis Interactive, and also be sure to let us know about any campaigns or maps you've created yourself. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed and learned a lot from this tutorial.